Okay, getting in here, you guys. One thing I want to do is go ahead and try to get our Twitch chat into this. I think that'd be super helpful so that way you guys can see it. So we're going to look on how to do this. Add Twitch chat to OBS. The Twitch pop-out window. Okay, so let's do it. We're going to come here. We're going to go to pop-out. I'm going to copy that. And let's see if that works. So create a new browser source with OBS, paste the edit with pop-out chat into the Windows source setting. So we're going to create a new source and do it as a browser and call it Twitch chat. Excuse me. Oh, sorry guys. I also had my mic way back here. That should help. Okay, so we are adding in the Twitch chat. Add in our source. And it does create one. Sorry, guys. I need to lock that. It does create that we can add over, but I do want it clear. So let's see how we can do that with no background. So we're just going to go through this real quick and try this out. For those of you guys tuning in, you're going to see something real quick. It's going to look a little funky, but it's okay. Now let me pause this real quick. Make sure that we are on the right. That's Streamlabs, though, right? So the widget URL. So let's go to Streamlabs, since we were using that before. And we'll log in with Twitch. And let's go to all of our widgets, which I think it's actually going to be there we go. And let's paste it over into our source here. And I'll just put this down here in the corner for us. And we'll see how that goes on for y'all. Okay, now that we got that, let's go ahead and open up Final Fantasy XIV. And off to the races we go. Got my coffee, sipping in. Okay, Stunner, what's going on? Good morning. Oh, that is so hot right now. Whew. But good. Move this guy back since I don't need that headset. Do you play Final Fantasy? And if so, what class do you play? We are trying to find everybody on this. On the pop-out chat. We're going to do some refreshies here on the chat so I can see all your lovely faces. All right, coming into Grim Omen. Doing some level ups here. We have guild tests, raids, and things like that ready to go. So they are looking for DPS in the Alliance raids. Let's go to our Black Mage. Queue time's pretty short on that, so that's fine. We do need to look up also a crafting guide, because one of the things that we're going to do today is we're also going to look up crafting guide. Final Fantasy 14. The leveling guide. Because we're going to look at leveling your Ishgardian Restoration, leveling gear sets. So we need some gear sets for the different ranges. Ishgardian Restoration. The problem with Icy Veins is just all the ads and stuff that they have on there, which is kind of a pain in the butt. So I'm going to try and bring this up actually over here instead on this PC. We're going to go Final Fantasy 14 Crafters Leveling Guide. 1 to 100 Dawn Trail. We'll do that. And we can exit out of this one so it's not eating up our processing. Right on. Now, if you guys haven't tuned in before, if you guys are new to this community here, we are called the Grim Chapter. That is our faction. But our actual community in itself is really awesome because we don't just do Final Fantasy. We play a bunch of other games. We do movie nights, stuff like that. The whole point is that it's an actual community of actual people, not just bots in your guild that stay and then eventually just one day disappear. These are people who actually care about you and who do other things. Like, we love camping and hiking, and like I love horseback riding and traveling. Just different things in life that we want to share and celebrate with other people. And also one of those that when you guys are going through hard times, you know you actually have somebody that's still there for you. Because one of the things that we see most often is people or these TikTok creators that are like, oh, we're a community. But as soon as it gets real, as soon as people have things come up in life, those people tend to disappear. Well, we're not going to do that. If you have problems and you need some advice, come ask. If you have stuff going on in your life and you really don't want advice, but you just want somebody there, hit us up. If you want somebody to just come play games with you, let us know. That's what we're here for. That's the entire point of the Grim community. You know, we're already dealing with a lot of heavy stuff in this world. One of those, I mean, if just... Ooh, I think I'm a little low here. Or a little high there. Like the basics of it, that... I mean, we have things going on like the LA riots in the United States. Now, I say the United States because we actually have a lot of people from different countries, from Italy, from Wales, from Australia, New Zealand, from all over the place. And the thing is that, honestly, we see a lot of stuff going on in the society, right? And problem is, there's a lot of opinions out there. That's not the problem itself. The problem is that we have this left versus right, and this group of people who want to think that like everything is such an extreme. It is this or it is that. And if you believe differently, then that must be your personality, and that must mean you're this kind of a person, and therefore you're a bad person. And that's just not true. People believe differently, and people's beliefs also change. Take example for me. Hold on, sipping coffee real quick. For example, for me, I started out as a registered Democrat when I first could vote, and I voted for Obama. And I was on the liberal side. I went to a liberal college, and that was my belief of things, even though I grew up in like a conservative Christian home. As time progressed, I started seeing policies. I had these beliefs that I thought were going to be really good, and that these policies, I had faith that it was going to turn out well, and it did not. And what I realized from that was that for me personally, in my own belief, that the Liberal Party was changing, and they weren't really following up with what they said that they believed in. So I said, okay, I'm going to change. And I changed the next election to a Republican, where I had to look between the votes between Trump and Hillary. And I said, okay, well, I have friends in the military, a lot of friends in the military, and I saw what she did and how she tried to hide it and essentially got her own soldiers killed. So I was like, okay, well, I can't vote for her. I disagree with her. I think I'm done with the Democrat Party, so let's go to Republican. So I went to Republican, and I voted for Trump the first time. And there were some things I was impressed with, some things I wasn't, right? Here's the thing. Regardless of where you're at, people have differing ideas, and those things can change. And as they change, you gain new perspective. Just because you believe something or have believed something once does not mean that that is your entire personality. And that's the whole thing for me, is like, when it comes to politics, I value, I value every single person's views. I may disagree with you heavily. I may tell you you're wrong. I'm not going to hate you because of it. Where it changes is when people start taking action. Beliefs are fine, but how do you act on it, right? Some people say, well, like, these riots are a good thing. No, I don't think so. You know, like, the point of it being is that there is so much divisiveness because of politics, the way that people go, and they just freak out, rather than just having a conversation of like, oh, this is what I believe, and here's why I believed it. It doesn't mean that you take certain actions towards it or that it makes you that certain person, right? So I look at the LA riots, and there's a lot of really big differing views on here, right? We have some people who are for it because they're on the side of immigration, right? Then you have people on the other side who they're on the side of immigration, but they're talking about specifically legal immigration. So then what happens is this big fight comes out between these two parties, and people start putting identity politics into it. Well, you must be a whatever because this or that. And that's just dumb. That's not the way that it works. So overall together, I know that people are struggling with these things, struggling with ideas or beliefs, and I want you guys to know that whatever your beliefs are, that you have people that believe in you, and they know that just because you vote differently than them, that you're not a bad person, right? I think if you're out there breaking shit, I think if you're out there hurting people, I think that's when you're a bad person. But in general, just believing in a certain cause that may align with a certain party, I don't think that's necessarily bad. And so in that same way, like, I'm going to keep the political side to it short because I want to focus, like, I want us to focus on Final Fantasy. But it's one of those that if you're having troubles with those things, that you can talk to somebody about that. and they're not going to yell at you, and they're not going to call you names, and they're going to be there for you. That's the whole point, you know? Me personally, I have a ton of friends that are from all over the world. I mean, hell, most of you are from all over the world, right? But there's a lot of people that I work with that are here in America, and they're Haitian, they're Egyptian, they're Irish, they're Welsh, they're New Zealand, they're Australian, they're Kenyan. They all came here a very specific way. And they're not afraid of ICE and this whole thing that's going on. Why? Because they followed a process. And it was tough, and it was long. And if we want to talk about fixing that process to make it shorter, hell yeah. But I still think you should do it the right way. Even if the right way is not the most convenient or even necessarily the most fair. How we handle that and change that is what's important. What's happening in LA is unacceptable. So for me personally, like, I did start up a little bit more of a political channel that is going to be separate from this one here, because there are political things I wanted to discuss, but I don't really, like, not all of y'all like politics, so I don't want to discuss it all through Final Fantasy. I want us to talk about Final Fantasy and hang out. But if that's something that you enjoy, if you do like political discussion or want to talk about things in that nature, that you can come message me and we'll talk about that stuff too. But otherwise, like, again, it comes down to, we are in such a weird place in the world right now where people are like, God, politics are really affecting my life, or God, health is really affecting my life, or God, you know, finances are really affecting my life. Whatever's going on, you got people in your corner for it. That's it, regardless of your belief. I don't care your religion. I don't care your political belief. I don't care where you stand. I care that you are a good person, and that quote-unquote good person isn't based off of my beliefs. I'm not going to be like, well, you don't believe what I believe, so you're not a good person. That's dumb. That's stupid. Don't be like that. You know? Rather, that you just have people that are here for you to talk to if you're like, man, I'm kind of confused about this thing, and I don't really understand it, and I wish I want to know more. I think that's super important. You know? Here was an exercise when I was in high school. This was actually really cool. So we had our government class, right? It was part of history, and basically you had the four corners in the room, and in the four corners of the room, you had a couple signs: strongly agree, strongly disagree, slightly agree, slightly disagree. And our teacher would say something. It would be just some statement. And then you would go into the corner that most applied to you. You strongly agreed with the statement, you strongly disagreed with the statement. You slightly agreed with it, you slightly didn't. Great. Okay. So with that being the case, what are you going to do about it? Okay, well, he would say, well, now you need to argue your case. So what you would do is, now he would say, okay, well, those of you that are in the strongly disagree section, I want one of you to step forward, and one in the strongly agree section, I want you to step forward. And so, okay, we'd step forward, and then he'd say, great, I'm glad you did that. Now, here's what I want you to do. You're going to argue your side, but before you do, you have to argue the opposite person's side. So, if you strongly disagreed with something, let's just give something trivial. Apples are better than oranges. Okay, well, you have strongly disagree and you have strongly agree. Well, now, while you come up, before you argue your point, you had to argue the other person's point. And what it did is it caused people to really think about how the other person was thinking or maybe feeling before they jumped into their own belief, right? You're putting yourself in the other person's shoes before the debate ever starts. Brilliant. And what it did is it caused people to think and go, well, I think I could understand, you know, oranges are more of a citrus fruit. I love orange juice. I think, you know, like, you had to start thinking outside of the box from your own, you know, steadfast beliefs. And what it did is it either made you rethink your position and go, you know what, they might have a point. Or it might make you go, you know what? Because I know these things and understand these things, I'm in an even better spot than I was before. And this is what I believe. So it made you a stronger debater as well. Super cool. I love that kind of stuff. My parents said I should have become a lawyer, and they're probably right. But the whole point of that being is that I think people should take that stance in anything in life. If somebody disagrees with you, before you argue your point, try to see if you can argue their point in their head first. Victoria, what's going on? Steph, how you guys doing? So we're in queue right now. We're trying to run some of our roulettes, finishing up like Alliance, normal. We'll try to see if Frontline goes through. I don't know if it will or not. Thank you for the like, Steph. Much appreciated. How are you doing today? I know I just kind of went on like a slight rant and ramble on like the political side, but all of that was to say this: regardless of where people sit and whatever's going on in life, because clearly we're in a heated political climate, that regardless of whatever's going on, you know that you have friends. That our community is about that. It's community. We don't think you're a bad person because you disagree with us. We're not going to call you names because you might take a different position. And it's not even just in politics. It's just the fact of whatever's going on in life. Know that you have people to talk to. That's what real community is, you know? Doing good? Awesome. Do you play Final Fantasy? Or how did you come across this live? Do you like games? You don't play? Okay, cool. What about, do you have certain games that you play, or do you just like scrolling, chilling out? Wow, heck yeah. What are you in Classic? Are you in Retail or Cataclysm Classic? I played a little of all three. The problem for me was that just the time commitment to be able to do stuff like the raids that I really wanted to do, I just don't have the time for it. This one's a little bit more like casual player friendly, I found. Classic and Retail, yeah. What class do you play? Like, what's your main? I'm a Death Knight main, and also love the Shaman and Demon Hunter. Warlock started out like in Classic. Warlock was fun. I enjoyed Warlock in Classic and Hardcore. Blaze Gaming, how you doing? And Kezel, I saw you earlier, thinking you're sneaking in, being so sneaky. Retail, DK, and Demon Hunter, Warrior 60. Nice, right on. Have you ever, so you haven't played Final Fantasy XIV before. This game, honestly, is a phenomenal game, but it's very different from World of Warcraft. And the reason why I say that is because World of Warcraft is like, you hustle to max level, and then you start doing endgame content, and that's where the game opens up, right? This one is really about the journey. If you've played any Final Fantasies before, you know that the story is super important. This is no exception. It is super story driven. In fact, in order for you to unlock classes, so like certain classes, you have to complete some of the story content to get to the next expansion. You can't just hop into another world, right? But the cool thing is that with your character, in WoW, you have to create a character that, like, the race specific, do better with certain classes and all that stuff. And you can only have one class per character. In this one, all of your jobs and classes are tied to one character. So you can change through them however you need to and want to for whatever you're wanting to play. And to me, I loved that variability. Some people do create alternate characters, but most of the time it's because they want to be part of a different, like, guild in another server. And so, or it's because they would just want some different cosmetic looks. This is super cosmetic based. So if you love doing transmog type stuff, this is a great game on that. They focus on a lot of mounts. WoW does that too, right? Like there's a lot. It's a ton of content. The other thing is the crafting is super cool because the crafting in here is actually class based. So rather than you see, frying pan, rather than you being like, oh, I just turn in these items and it crafts me an item, you actually have to use these skills in a certain order to get the craft done that you want. So in this one, I wouldn't say there's necessarily subclasses, and I know that's a little confusing. The reason why I say that is because in the beginning, you're going to start out as something like a conjurer, or the marauder, or the gladiator, right? A pugilist, a rogue, an archer. These are just basic classes to get you started on the rotation stuff, and I think it's at like level 20 or 30 that you get your first actual class. But the thing is that the gladiator only becomes the paladin, the marauder only becomes the warrior, and then once you've hit that subclass, you're in it for the next 70 levels. So the whole thing is that it's really more like a little mini intro class that just slightly exists from the very, very first expansion. The rest of it is all very job based, and you can choose between, so like Reaper is one of my mains. He's DPS melee. I also play tank. I mostly play tank. Dark Knight being my favorite. This would be the equivalent of like a Death Knight. Like Path of Exile, yeah. So there's a lot of really cool things in that. You know, you have your healers, your tanks, your ranged, as in like things like the Bard and Dancer, Machinist, where it's like ranged attacks, and then you also have casters like the Summoner, Black Mage, Red Mage, and then your melee DPS, and they'll have a couple different sets as well. So like Reaper hits a little bit harder, crits harder. Viper is fast, continuous attacks. Dragoon is very much like Reaper, and they use the same gear set, right? You have Ninja, Samurai, and Monk. So it all depends on like the type of play style that you want from melee, etc., ranged. And each class has like their own gauge to build upon, which is beautiful. The reason being is because now like each class feels like it has its own sort of mini game to it. Let's see here. Let me go down to my house here. This one's mine. And in the gauge, let's see here. Let's go to, if I go to Reaper, I got this gauge here, right? I'm going to start like building up this gauge as I do things. And I have a couple gauges to it that it's building, this red and blue one, right? And as I get farther down the gauge, I'm going to be able to unlock to turn into my Reaper form, where then like my skills will transform into other things, and I'll do more damage, all sorts of stuff, right? And then it turns me back into my regular. Now that's the Reaper itself, right? So everything that I do is looking at these gauges, which is really nice. Blue Mage is never really done in actual like content. Like you can't use them in like raids or in like, I don't think, like, you can't use them in regular dungeons. I think you might be able to solo dungeon with them, but their whole thing is that they're not like an instance-based class. They are used in the sense of, let's see here, my ranged DPS. They are, obviously I have not leveled this guy very much, but you get some different abilities and stuff that you can use and learn, and that's their thing, is that they learn their abilities. They don't have a certain set. They have abilities that you learn from fighting other monsters, which is super cool. So there's that. So Blue Mage is more of like a casual thing. It's really nice if you're trying to farm fates, stuff like that. Joseph, what's going on? We're still in third place for the Alliance raid. 24 and 27 minutes. Yeah. So there's a couple things that we're doing there. I know one of the things that I need to do is I'm working while we're waiting on Q, I think I'm going to work on leveling my crafters. So I can get that too. Because I need some of the... Okay, so leveling all classes versus at one time main class, level 70. It is expected that your main class is level 70 plus Stormblood to access the firmament. Okay. You'll need some starting funds to purchase gear, tools, material, food. Okay. They say 3 to 5 mil. Access engineering manuals to provide boosts to experience during levels 1 through 21. Okay, well, let's look at our crafters here. We have my fisher. Let's see here, fisher at 30. I wish you would tell me their level right away. So 22, 30, armor's 34, goldsmith at 22, leatherworker at 26, weaver at 27, alchemist 28. Oh, sorry, I'm reading that so wrong. Jeez. Okay, 22 carpenter, 30 blacksmith, 34 armor, 22 goldsmith. Okay, that's correct. 34 worker, leather worker, 40 on the weaver, 23 on the alchemist, 70 on my culinarian, 1 on the miner, and 30 on the fisher. So 22, besides the miner, because it's a gatherer, is my lowest. So we can start there. Be online around 12 p.m. Eastern if you need another in the party. Awesome, thanks. I appreciate that. Brian, welcome in. How are you doing? Okay, so Road to 80, Preferred Worlds. Those who are on Preferred Worlds are most privileged. With the Road to 80 buff, we actually get Road to 90, which is great. Engineering manuals are awesome. Helping Hand, free company buff. Friendship, Circus, Alamegan earrings. Okay. So we are everything at 21. We need to go down to 22. Hey, Ferrari, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Do you like Final Fantasy? Do you play? David, how you doing? 20 crafting recipes for Ishgard restoration. Okay, but that is all... Okay, so here we go. This is the macro that we need. So once equipped, you're ready to use macros to craft level 20 Ishgardian restoration items. The level is 21 to 40. So we're gonna come in. Let's go into our macro and just build that right now. Brian, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for following. Do you also play Final Fantasy? And if so, what's your favorite class? We're gonna go into our macro. Let's go into a shared. We'll use number 99. And we're going to call this the 21 to 41 crafting macro. And what we'll do is we'll choose a crafting icon for it, like that guy. Play on Cactar, and your favorite job is Dragoon. Let's go. I played Dragoon for the longest time until Reaper came out. Once Reaper hit, that was it. So I am a Dark Knight main, Reaper being my secondary. I love the dark aesthetics, but Dragoon is beautiful. It's such a great game. Thank you for the live, Ryan. Much appreciated. And hey, guys, if you guys do like the game, if you think I'm weird and funny and something you want to share with people, make sure to hit the share button and just tap the screen for likes. It just helps on the engagement, so it pushes out to more people, so we can continue building this guild. Our guild is all basic of just like, we play a bunch of different games, we have a Discord, and it's really about building actual community that hangs out, rather than just, you know, saying we're a community. Is like, no, we're like, I want to see how you guys are doing. How's life? How's the wife? How's the kids? How's the dog? Right? Things are going on. Come talk with us. We want to do a movie night. Let's do it. All right, so our first one is AC. Waste not. Quote. And then we do our, boop, that guy. We do weight.2. And boop. Okay. So now what we'll do is we'll copy this. How many actions do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 of these. So let's just paste. Whoop. Blah, 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 blah. Yeet. That's not what I want. Copy. Paste. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. That's all 15. So our first one goes to Basic Touch. Or second one. Right? Next one goes to Standard Touch. I should actually do it this way. I think I gotta change this real quick. We'll delete those ones. We go Waste Not for 2, Basic Touch, wait 3, Standard Touch, wait 3, right? And then we go back to Basic Touch, so I'm gonna copy. And then we hit Standard Touch again. And then we go to Waste Not for 2. Boop. After our second Waste Not, we go back to Basic, Standard, Basic. So we'll grab these 3. Then we go into Great Strides. So now we're going to put in a new one. Great Strides. There we go. That one is a wait, not waste. So Great Strides wait dot 2. And then we're going to go into Standard Touch. Into a new one, AC, that's, oh, no quote, Veneration, wait dot 2. It's weird that that one doesn't need the quotes to it, but okay. And then we go into AC, Basic, Synthesis. Make sure that we spelled this right. Larry, how's it going? What's going on? Yep. And then we end the quote and go with a wait dot 3. And then we repeat that one. So copy it, paste it. And then last is echo crafted finished SE-1. And it gives us the sound effect. So that should be our crafting macro for that. So example recipe, grade 4. Okay. So once equipped, now you're ready to use the macros. Craft the level 20 Ishgardian restoration items. So 20 okay. The level 21 through 41 step is fairly easy and requires approximately 25 crafts. Okay. And here's the recipes that we need for the restoration. So I think what we do now is we're going to go to Ishgard itself. Make sure I can see y'all in here. Z Fighter, welcome in. Okay. Let's go to the Ishgardian. Travel to the firmament. Here we are. God, I love Ishgard. It's so good. So pretty. Okay, that's fine. We can skip the cutscene. We get it. It's pretty. All right. We will find our... Let's go into our crafters real quick. We can... let's just go down the line. Start with Carpenter. I still have no idea what to do at the Firmament. I know, like, there's, like, certain... Ishgardian Restoration, so... The crafting recipes... So, let's see here. I know you can, like, I think you turn in stuff, too. This was already completed, so there's not really stuff to do on that, per se, but I think... Let's see here. Resource Inspector. There's missions that you can go do to gather. That was another one. So, let's go... Let's see here. Where's our crafting? Crafting log. Okay, so we're doing... Ishgardian Restoration macro. Grade 4 Sky Builders. So, let's see here. Okay, so you go to the... So, unlock the Firmament and the Ishgardian Restoration, right? You do the Towards the Firmament quest. Great. You'll be transported to the Firmament to complete the quest. Once complete, you speak with Ogbert. After Ogbert, speak to any NPC in the Firmament with a side quest icon above their head to listen to the dialogue. Great. Next, speak to Potkin a second time to unlock expertise recipes in your crafting log. These... Okay, so restoration, level-based, special recipes, housing, society quest, side quest, restoration. Great. So we need grade 4 Sky Builders plywood. They said it's 25 crafts to hit to 40, right? To 41 to hit to the next thing. A few items from there, so I'll eventually figure it out. Yeah. Okay. So to do that, let's see here. What are we currently? We're level 22, so that's perfect. Let's look at our... Durability needs to be 60. Our craftsmanship of 115, control 147. Craftsmanship is there, control is not quite there. There's some food that we need. 19, 20, 21, 20, 19... So the CP... Let's see what we can do for that. Level 21 gear set. So we need the Initiate's headgear. Which we got. Cotton doublet vest of crafting. Initiate gloves, yep. Cotton breeches of crafting. Initiate thigh boots, which we got. Okay. Fang earrings. Okay. Brass choker, which we got. Brass bristles of crafting. Yep. Brass ring of crafting, and you need 2 of those. And all of them should have, like, the bonus to them, which we do. So our gear set is fine. On our tools, we have Initiate Saw and Iron Claw Hammer. So we should be good on the gear set for that. Let's see. We should probably go to the guild. Let's see what boosts we can do, right? Quick synthesis, all that. Purchase tool from vendors, that's fine. Helping hand, free company buff for those who use... Hey Laura, how you doing? Welcome in. Did you get all set up? Camp's all set? I'm drinking some coffee and we're trying to learn how the crafting classes in this game. Engineering manuals, commercial grants. Okay, road to 80 preferred buff. So we should probably go to... No, I don't want to return. Grr, what is it? There we go. Teleport to Gridania. You're gonna put TikTok on the big screen, TV at the salon when I get to work, so the women will see us play. I love that. That's amazing. Yes, all set up now. Found a livery site in the Welsh Hills. Let's go. How long are you in Wales for? Oh, this Dragoon looks awesome. I love the armor set too. That's great. We have to go to the guild. Right? Let's... Delcy, what's going on? Yeah, what's your plans today, Laura? Wait, Brian, was that really you? That's hilarious. And then head back home for your birthday. Yes, let's go. That's gonna be exciting. I know it said we needed the engineering manuals, right? Where's that? Quartermaster for that. Engineering manuals. It's not that. Karna, so that's yours? Oh, thank you for the live. So are you just gonna do some hiking today? Is that your plan for the day? I love that. That's awesome. Let's make sure we send you a friend request on here. And your Cactar. Nice. Was it in material though? Company issue engineering manual. For crafting containing knowledge over the centuries. Those are the ones that we need, right? Let's just grab 5 of those real quick. You're gonna go for a hike? Hell yeah, I love that. Take some pictures. I'd love to see that, how it turns out. What's up? Let's see here. Will be priority for sound check on Thursday since they're... Okay. Gotcha. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So now we need to go back to the Ishgardian restoration. Actually, before we do that, let's make sure that we have everything that we need. We have the preferred. We have the engineering manuals. Helping hand. Let's do it. Isn't it him? Oh, it's the quartermaster here. We'll disable and execute that. Give us helping hand to help. Okay. The only thing is that it's saying that our control is not enough on that. So I'm trying to figure that out. So Carpenter. Do we really want to start with Carpenter? I don't think so. I think we want to do something more like... We got Culinarian, so maybe we do something like Blacksmith or Armorer. Let's go... Let's see here. Teleport. Foundation. ... has joined with a black profile picture. Mysterious. If we're looking over at Armor, I guess. Travel to the firmament. Thank you. We can go into our crafting log. Let's change our class. Let's maybe armor. Okay, so for armorer, what do we need? Bronze ingot. Oh, blah, blah, blah. We're in the wrong spot there. Okay, gear sets, tools. Armors, we need the Initiate's Doming Hammer. Not the Iron Doming Hammer. And the Iron Pliers. Okay. Alright, let's take a look. Armor. We need steel plates. So, approved grade 4 Sky Builders iron ore. And then we need iron ore of 25. So, and what we need to craft is the steel plate, right? Others? No, side quests. Restoration. That one. 125 of those. Let's see here. Let's see what we have in our inventory first to see if we have any. Let's entrust duplicates. Just to make sure everything's there. I don't think I have any of the things for it, which is okay. We'll have to buy for it. Let's do it. Roberto, what's going on? Collectible appraiser, so you can do those. Merchant and Mender, script exchange, but where's the actual, like, do we actually have a spot? Not by bread alone, that's a cooking one. They really need, like, a, whatever it's called, like, ooh, permanent aether ticket. Okay, it's got some dyes. So let's see where we get those approved grade 4s from. Okay, they're saying to the diadem and are trying to craft, then you need to talk to the guy next to the guy who takes the diadem. Okay, no. You can find approved grade 4 sky building materials in the diadem. These materials are typically dropped by mobs, which can be accessed through a quest. Players can acquire these materials by purchasing them on the market board as well. That's right. Okay, so let's leave the firmament because there's no market board in here. And then we'll go through it that way. I don't know why there's a quest that's... Huh. Maybe it's the food one that I have in there. Market board. You know what? It's just faster for me to go to my estate. Oh my gosh, everybody sits here. That's fine. Holy crap, I'm waiting for this alliance thing. Chris Appleton, I love that. That's hilarious. All right. Grade 4. Okay, how about this? Plywood. Partial match. Nothing? Do I need to jump to another server, maybe? I might need to do... No? Where do you think... Oh, so where would I find it, then? I thought you could. Oh, they removed them from the markets? So how do I go about getting them for crafting? Oh my god, this fly is driving me nuts. Make sure I grab something real quick. Ha! Wherever that thing is, it's going to die. Well, if they removed them from the markets... I thought you used to be able to buy them. Reaper, what's going on? The quest mobs. Okay. Yeah, chilling. Nice. Like it. Let's teleport back to the foundation and we'll see if we can go in through the firmament. Made a lot of money on that approach. Yeah, see, I remember doing that too. That's how I started with cooking. It's coffee and 420. Definitely coffee times. I'm still on my first cup. Oh, but is it instanced? That's the only thing. I am a botanist. Okay, that's actually one thing I do need to do is gear sets. Where's my botanist scythe? Do I not have it set up? Also, let's sort these. We're gonna return those to inventory. That one can return to inventory. Initiate's dumbing hammer. 8, that's 18 for 13. Really? That one is better? Okay. God, so now I gotta go... Is there a summoning bell? There is. Let's see if I accidentally sold that scythe or not. Enter, withdraw items. Let's sort. I'm not seeing the scythe in that one. Let's go to our other one. Sort. Oh, hey. Nice. Because it was 4, approved grade 4. Sky Builder's iron ore. That's 68, so we were like halfway there. Then I need regular iron ore. I also need... Let me go and see if I can activate my other retainer. What is that? Is it the Mog? Okay, retainers, Final Fantasy 14. Mog station, I think. Retainer service. Retainers. Yes, please log in for me. Click, 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 click. What was that sound? Huh. Oh, that's not the right character. There we go. Character profile, that's great. But I need... link shells, cross-world link shells. Settings. Where is my retainer? Oh, shoot. Yep. Mog station, please. Thank you. Oh my gosh, it's gonna have me log in again. That's dumb. To activate my... Oh, I forgot to say I'm not a robot. I am not a robot. Thank you. Bingo. It's just trying to activate my retainers again. Games and additional paid options. Retainer service. Yes, please. I gotta sign in with Steam. We are thinking you're trying to access Steam. I am. Thank you for noticing. ENBX. Thank you. Add to funds. Maybe used for the purchase. Fine. Grr. One moment. Continue. Submit. Thank you. Done. Great. Awesome. All right. Yep. Purchase. Thank you. Return to my transaction. Can I actually change that? If I can do for more, I'd like. I don't. You know what? I'll do a fourth retainer later. Okay. So now we got that. Return to service account dashboard. I should be good. To check my retainers. Yep. Yep. Great. All right. Let's see if we can. Not yet. Which I did. Do I need to log out and relog? Yeah. They got this news. Okay. Uh-huh. Thank you. What you looking at, dog? What? Hey, bud. He was super sweet. Like, I don't usually let, like, dogs up on furniture and stuff like that. But last night, he was, like, super cold and was giving me the biggest puppy eyes. So I let him up on the couch and just had a separate blanket for him. And he came and curled up and was just so good. You want to say hi? Come here. This kind. This is the kind. Hmm? Can you say hi? All right, down you go. Good boy. He is Australian Shepherd meets Australian Cattle Dog. He's fully Aussie, mate. My favorite is German Shepherds. Sorry, buddy. They're my favorite dog of all time. And my dog passed away a couple years ago. And my friend, she ended up getting me sort of like, we share custody of this dog. Just because I'm on the road a lot with work, it's really hard for me to have a dog. But yeah. Yeah. For me, like, they do ruin furniture and stuff over time, and so, like, I make it a pretty big thing, like, he's not allowed up, though last night I made the exception on the couch, like, special blanket, he's not actually on the couch stuff itself. When I was with my ex and had my German Shepherd and a Husky, we had fur everywhere. It was so dumb. Oh, no. Oh. Stupid me. We started this because we were waiting on Q for... That's okay. We'll try it. That's okay. We'll try this out first. Also, make sure I get my scythe. Complete. Or reassign. She looks so good, too. So did I not have my scythe through her? I guess I'm gonna have to get another scythe, is the deal. But I'm glad. I need this other retainer anyways. Oh, no. Well, actually, I don't... That's a good question. Let's go check... Okay, let's try this. Okay, if we go into melee... I'm going into Black Mage, right? And we go into queue time. And go into Alliance Raids. Alright. 17 minutes, right? Then, let's go... to the Foundation, and let's try it. They're doing it for the new Eureka. Wait, is that like the new Deep Dungeon, or is it like an actual, like, they just redid Eureka? And then we go to our... Oh, I gotta do... That's right, I forgot. It's gotta be one of the 3 main cities, huh? So we go to Limsa. I'll be playing at work. Yeah, the other people are working, though. That's fine. The occult area. Limsa. Okay, so we come in here. We go to visit another world server. Is Seraph the other big one? I think Seraph's the big one in this. Like Boja and Eureka. Nice. I didn't really do much of them. I'm going to have to do it. The same with Dawn Trail. Okay, let's see the... Still 17 minutes. So the queue time is still the same so far. Though there's definitely more people here. I am just going to see something. I believe you. I just want to see. Here it is. You can still buy it. Okay, so I needed 60. We'll just do the 99. And iron ore. What else do I need on it? Listen, I am not a regular crafter, okay? And I just need iron ore regular, right? Damn, how is iron ore more expensive? 21 for 8,000. How does that make sense? 299 versus 4. Oh, just the amount. Okay, hold on. Yeah, 100%. I'm like, sorry. Okay, so we'll go to our... Firmament. And hopefully it works in another one. Oh, I don't get my bonus, the guild bonus. But that's okay, it's really... That's fine. Okay. Travel to Firmament. Player limit reached at destination. They are full in the firmament. What? Okay, well, fine. Okay, well, let's see. There's fates in the firmament? All right. Let's go back to the board. I'm just gonna go back to Limsa because it's so much easier for me to find where everything's at. Cheaters unwelcome. Like fetch quests and stuff. Okay. Well, that's fine. Because once a crafting cheater, always a crafting cheater. Let's see what else I can buy that I'm gonna need. Armor, let's go to blacksmith. Grade 4 ally. So, more approved grade 4 iron ore. Sky Builder's ore? Is that the same as Sky Builder's iron ore? Oh, I may have... Did I mess up? Artisanal, we're going Sky Builders. Gold ore. Grade 4. Okay, so hold on. Let's type this out. Approved. Grade. Don't spend all your hard-earned gil. It's tough, though. Because I don't want to have to farm all this shit. Approved grade 4. Sky Builders. Iron ore. Did I spell it wrong? Sky Builders. So I did, somewhere. Approved, grade 4. Sky Builders. There we go. Iron sand, iron ore. It's 4,000. That's easy. I'll do a couple of those. That's fine. Me spending 8 grand is no problem whatsoever. So that gets us for blacksmith and armorer on that. Leather worker, we're going to need Sky Builder's switch, which I'll check to see what I have in my inventory for that. So we'll just start with blacksmith and armorer and see, you know, just do those two, you know. I'm in roll 3. It's the same as before. I'm going to go ahead and withdraw and go back to... go back to home server, since it's the same amount of time. All right. We can go to foundation and firmament. And we'll see how this macro ends up going if this guide is actually correct on this, you know? So, to the firmament. Shoe fly. Okay, you go to our crafting, and let's start with armor. we have the items. I do need to go to user macros. And we're going to go to our logs. Oh, I forgot that it's going to keep running through that macro. Burp-a-der-pa-der-pa-der. Yep. So I got plenty on that. I should have enough. The two. Almost there. Okay. Grade 4 steel plate is what we need for the armor. We're going to synthesize. And we're going to go ahead and try it. I don't know if it's going to be... See, not enough CP on that one. Synthesis fails. So that's where... I mean, I have the stuff that it says. Like, when I go into the armor, I have the Initiate's headgear, the cotton double vest of crafting, the Initiate's gloves, the cotton breeches of crafting, the Initiate's thigh boots, fang earrings, brass choker, brass wristlets of crafting, brass ring of crafting, and brass ring of crafting. So I have all the gear. And for the armor, the Initiate's doming, I have the iron doming. Hold on. I do have the iron pliers. Maybe I need... Okay. God, I hate that there is no market board in the firmament. That is so dumb. All right, we'll... All right, so I need the Initiates and the iron pliers. Yeah, for sure. And the pillars, I think, right? I think it'd be down here. There it is. Jeweled crozier. Yeah, for sure. Okay. So, how about this? Iron pliers. 21. That's what I have. And then the other one is the Initiate's doming hammer. Initiates. Make sure I spell that right. Doming hammer. This is why I hate crafting. This is exactly why I hate crafting and just said I'm buying the fucking materials. I guess we transferred to another world. Well, actually, hold on a second. I need to go into my armory chest because I thought I had Initiate's Doming Hammer. I do. Why is that one better? That makes no sense. That is so weird. From Seraph. What's going on? From Retinair. What's going on? Sure. You're over on Seraph? Okay. I will do a... Give me 1 sec. And I will find... Oh, did you already find me? Shit, you did. Love the armor, by the way. That's gorgeous. What? Are you serious? For reals? Thank you. Appreciate that. You didn't have to do that. What? What doing? What the hell, man? Oh my gosh. Thank you. Oh, what the hell? You guys are insane. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And yeah, for sure. I already have my small house set up. We'd been just starting to save up for the faction house. I don't know. Did you catch my house in last night's stream? Rich now? I know. I feel like it. But yeah, seriously, that goes like that super helps for the faction. Like, that's amazing. Thank you so much. And this is Paladin, right? Yes, Paladin. That's great. The white and black. I love that stuff. Seriously though, thank you. That helps a ton. Actually, what would we say I needed my CP to be 147 on control. What? Why did it give like the special? That's Can you buy emotes on like the thing now? Oh, nope. Hey. Thank you. Oh man. We are looking at control. What did they say? The joy emote with the macro to get that symbol to it. I love macros in this game. Like, they did so good. I think they said that I needed control. I sent a friend. Yes, absolutely. Hooray. Company is Wanderer. Love it. Let's see. We had control of 147. I don't know what that one... I do not know what that symbol was. Or that sound was. That was a new one. The server I'm on is on Marilith. Oh, it just shows Wanderer. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, so we're on the Dynamis data center on Marilith. We're building up the guild and just trying to create a spot for like new players and people who just want to chill, have fun, come through. I started up the guild. Like, clearly I am no expert on this game, but I have played for a long time where I have a fairly good sense of things. Just definitely not crafting. I avoided crafting like the plague for a long time. And then, of course, they do some changes and stuff, but I know we needed what? Control of 147, it says. Craftsmanship of 115. So we have... do I need to find control materia, maybe, and meld that in? I can try. Let me try again one more time now that we have the Now that we have the other weapon, but yeah, here. Crafting log. Synthesize. Who is sending me text messages? Oh, hell yeah! It's my tickets for Kids Bop. So I'm working camera for the show for Kids Bop that's coming here locally. They needed a camera guy, I said sure. But I'm getting tickets for my friends' kids, so those just came in. Demon Hunter. Oh, did we get it? Hell yeah. So we need to do it 25 times. Boredom, that's really sweet of you. Oh, the Kids Bop thing? Yeah, yeah. Not just hanging. All I do is Bard. Hell yeah. Although I should see if, like, if I turn this in. Wait, that one failed. Did the first one succeed? I can't tell if the first one succeeded. Makai, what's going on? How you doing? Oh my gosh, you guys. Y'all being freaking ridiculous. That's hard-earned money. By the way, I like the glasses with that in the green. That almost gives me... I'm trying to think who that gives me. Oh my god, dude. Really? Boots are a good color to match the green, too. That is an awesome emote. The flowers? Holy hell. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, the flowers. That's amazing. Oh, speaking of flowers, I don't know. So we just heard like a the Demon Hunter theme song. So anime. There's one that I just started last night called Hell's Paradise. And it's awesome. If you guys haven't checked that one out, it's a very good one. Yes, except... Dude. Guys, oh my god. Hold on. Sorry, trying to collect myself. Give me a sec. He's a buddy of mine. It's rough, man. Dude, like, he's taking it, he's doing it like a champ. Freaking Superman, guys. I grew up on that album. Like... Three Doors Down was one of my first, like, rock albums that I had. And I got to meet the guys. They're here in Nashville, and they're just phenomenal people. A buddy of mine does lighting for them. And, yeah. It's crazy. Oof. It was, like, with Chester, too, because I met Chester, like, a couple weeks before he went. And that was just, like... Dude, the music community is amazing for that reason. Like, they just do so much to help each other. It's cool. Okay, CP. So, or control. So, materia? Should I add some control materia to it? You think? It's saying I need to have 147. What's it say total? Potion, none. Oh, the food, maybe. That could be it. Hold on. Herpadertadertader. And it's the Sai Tui Venui. There we go. Sai Tui Venui. I'm still one off? God! We'll try it, we'll try it. I need to quick key that stuff. Duty. No, it's logs, crafting log, N. That's it, that's the one. Alright, let's see if it's doing its thing. So not enough CP to do the next piece. It's gonna break. Yeah. So I still need to be one more CP higher. I do have the weapon, right? Do I need the special to it though? I don't think they do like that symbol to it for the weapons, do they? If we go into armory for it. Armory. Yeah, they do. Alright, let's see here. The Initiate's Doming Hammer. So they don't have these ones, so I'm gonna have to go to cross server to try to... Whoop. Sorry. Oh, they had it? I guess that's true. I could do the steel. I didn't think about that. That's a good point. Thank you. Let's see here. And that brings it to 162. So that gets us there. Let's see if that synthesize and see if it goes. I remember the cooking one being so much easier, and then I started doing the others, and I was like, ah! Yes, high quality, thank you. Okay, into waste not. Yep, not enough CP. Is it gonna be the same? We get it. Grade 4 Skybuilder steel plate, but do I need it to be synthesized fieldcraft suppliers? Okay, so what do I need to... Does it need to be like higher quality for some reason? That's the armor, that's the weapons, that's that stuff. Skybuilder's plate steel. So that's all it says is Sky 4. It's not showing the high quality on it. So we should be good. Let's go see if we turn it in real quick and if that works. Yeah. Guardian Aetheryte. Because if that works, it's fine if it doesn't, if I don't have enough CP for it. To the firmament. Here we go. Aetherian, what's going on? Alright. Run to this guy. Scripts 3. Okay. Were the job quests for these for crafting important? I'm trying to remember if they were just, or if they were just part of a story. Because I don't think you got like skills and stuff from them. But oh, I think you got gear, didn't you? They do have skills sometimes. Okay. They were saying that to just stick with this, so let's do that again. We're gonna use our manual. And now that we kind of know, we can go from there. They do have skills sometimes, yeah. I know that it is going to be a huge jump level-wise because it's Road to 90. So, like, the actual jump, I won't need to craft as much as I think. Which will be, honestly, it's awesome. Let's be real. Nexus, what's going on? All right. And you can't quick synthesize, you just gotta keep going. Actually get a better look at the crafting. It's just freaking backside. What's happening? Seriously, guys, though, thank you for the guild. That helps a ton. Us being able to get into a guild hall is gonna be really special. I know that. Like, I'm very excited to do that. Yeah, thank you. Hey, so what? Okay, so since I haven't done Dawn Trail and all that much, what's like a good way to making like decent gil now? You just give me the free company items. You didn't. That's. My gosh, you're gonna find your guild, man. Like, go recruit. You'll do it. Like, hell, I'll do that. Like, I'll create another character, and join your guild. Like, oh man. Actually, I don't. Can you invite your alts to your own guild? I can't remember if you can or not. Because if not, then my alt will definitely need a guild. Oh, you can, yeah. Used to do maps and sell stuff from those, like the treasure hunts. Yeah, of course. Okay. I was wondering about that. Alien, what's going on? How are you doing? Your weekly challenges. Yep. So it's pretty much staying the same, right? You're just kind of keeping to, like, go through your roulettes, go through your challenges, go through kind of like those things. You can do some of like the treasure chest stuff, like the treasure hunt stuff. Who knows if the nuts are still worth it? Remember when that was like such a huge thing? Everybody was like the weekly nuts. Good, how are you? I'm great. I'm great. We got some cool people hanging out here. We're chilling out. I'm trying out some crafting, trying to level up. Just have some more on that. Once you got your faction house, submarines can bring in good milk and good gil for the company. Hell yeah. I wonder what level, like, can you do that as like a medium faction house? Can you do submarines, or do you need a large for that? Kelios, how you doing? All the faction houses can? Hell yeah. See, our guild, It was Wolves Among Ravens, and I know that they started a submarine thing, but I was kind of removed by that point. What I mean by removed is I just wasn't playing much, so I didn't really know what was going on with it. But yeah, and then eventually, like, they're all crafted. Yeah. That's part of the reason. It's like, I know I need to do crafting. I just had stayed away from it for so long. That is kind of like, well, you know. That's kind of what I did with my other classes. Now I'm sitting here for Dawntrail wanting to play Black Mage for it, and I'm like, he's level 70 something, you know? He's too far behind. So that's why I've been trying to level up all my classes to get there, so I have more of a variety to play the expansions and do that. Alright, let's try turning that in first. And see how we get from there. There's 38. Smoochie's on. Dune Awakening. What is that? Okay, so that gets us to 41. I'm gonna go ahead and just turn these in. Cool. That gets us to 42. Not really too far behind. Well, I mean, like, you gotta be level, what, 90 to start it? So I'm, like, 20 levels behind. So part of it is I'm trying to get, like, some of, like, the mentor icon just to help with, like, other people level as well. I know I could do it on, like, melee DPS. I could do Reaper. I could do my Summoner. That's possible. I know I'll do that on Dark Knight for sure. I'm just not a fan of my Scholar. They're fine. I just want another healer, you know? To come by the faction house, I'm usually there crafting when I'm not barding. Hell yeah, I love it. Spooky, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. How are you doing? Go Astro or White Mage. See, I was looking at potentially Sage or Astro. Those were the two. So I think if that's the thing, I'd go Astrologian for sure. Dark aesthetic, you know. Spooky, do you play Final Fantasy? And if so, what class do you play? So we just hit level 42. So let's go the next set. What was that sound? Okay, cool. We do the level 41 gear set. So off we go back to the market board. Actually, do I have any of the... I do not. That's fine. They need the market board. They would save their crafters so much time for do that. Paladin, Summoner, and Black Mage. Let's go. How far are you, like, are you through Dawntrail? It's crazy because I'm finding kind of this weird split where you have people who are like, oh yeah, I've done Dawntrail. And then you have other people that are like, I'm brand new. And then you have people like me that are very few that are like, I haven't done Dawntrail. I'm still doing catch-up stuff. Well, Aethernet to the Jeweled Crozier. I do love Summoner. I still don't know how I feel about the new changes to, I still don't know how I feel about the changes for the new Summoner, you know? Linen, Deer, Stalker. We are in the same boat, not done with Post and Walker yet. Yeah, exactly. I would say I'm probably closer towards like Post Shadowbringers, but have completed the Endwalker story, if that makes sense. Ouch. Linen Deerstalker? Okay. And then we go into the Linen Schmuck. 40. And then we go to Boar Skin. Smithies. Gloves. Smith. Oh, Bork Skin. That's better. And then we go into the Linen Slops. New Dawn Trail Linen. Those are the ones that it's like very blocky, right? Like they're all like white and they're supposed to look like new age weapon. I did do the Manderville quests. I'm trying to remember what you get from it. I hated with a passion. I hated with a passion the Manderville quests. So much. I do have the weapons. Like, I have it for my scythe and all that stuff. Like, that looks great. Boar Skin Thigh. Okay. And then we need wolf earrings. What is that sound I keep hearing? We need the Mithril Choker. Mithril Choker. Okay. Wristlets. I'm probably gonna have to go, and that's a wristlets of crafting. Why am I hearing Twitch alerts though through that? Oh my gosh, I am so sorry there. Oh my gosh, Mom Barry, I'm sorry. Hated? Here's heresy. Yeah, well, that's weird that I'm hearing it from Twitch, but I don't have Twitch open in... Maybe OBS is sending that through, is what's going on. That's what's happening. It's the... Gotcha. It's the OBS. White Mage Blood for the Blood Lily. Yes, for sure. Hated. Heresy. I'm sorry. I couldn't. It's so just wacky to me, you know? That was the issue. It was just too wacky. Ring of Crafting. There's one of those. Okay, so we can start there. Get us in. And we need the... Armorer. No, I need the 53. No, I need the... No, I don't need 53. What am I talking about? Tools. Here it is. It's saying that I need the steel doming hammer, which I have, and the steel pliers. Steel pliers. Okay, So off we go to another server. We're working on our armor crafter right now. I was trying to do that like in between queues, and then was having some issues with stuff, which we can actually queue up again now that we are not going to do the gatherer stuff. Let's travel though. To the... What am I doing? I need to go to... Oh, it's because I'm not in, like, Limsa. They really need to make the Foundation one of them that you can do that. Yeah, we're leveling up on some of our crafters. I'm trying to get to some of, like, the mentor status stuff to be able to give people boosts for our new guild. We're over on the Marilith server. We just started up and working towards also getting our faction house. All right. We're on the same thing, so I just need to transfer worlds. We'll go to Seraph. Oh, man. What about you, Vane? I do it the lazy way and do the beast tribes. Oh, for crafting? I haven't really tried that. I haven't tried the crafting for the beast tribes. Is it, like, how is that? I'm pretty new on the crafting side of it. Like, I have my cooking up to 70, and I did that in Stormblood, so... Okay. How do you go about it? We're here, so we need the steel pliers is what we need. Isn't the wolf tribe, were they crafters or were they gatherers? What were they? Steel pliers. So much better. Okay, so we got that. What else did we need on them? We needed a mithril ring of casting. Mithril ring of casting. Did I spell that wrong? Myth of casting, crafting. Jesus. That's our second one. And then what else did we need? The wolf earrings. Still nothing on the wolf earrings. Okay. Mithril choker is what we need next. Mithril choker. Okay. Grab one of those. Wristlets. We got... Okay. Boarskin, linen slabs, boarskin, linen, linen. I think that's it on that. Okay. Let's see here. I got a pair of steel pliers, just TP to my faction. Oh, sorry. I just got it. Ixali, I think. Okay. If you're starting from nothing, just max 1, and you can turn them in for other jobs, EXP. Okay. You can do a level a day. A level a day, huh? So as you're doing your thing, you just pop a level on... Gotcha. Let's try this. What do we need to craft on this one, actually? 41 to 53, since we're already on it. Let's look... We need to look at our macro. And it's... Waste not for 2, basic touch, standard touch, basic touch, standard touch, okay. And then, so let's copy this. And we're gonna paste it. And we're gonna go crafting 41 to 53. And after waste not, basic, standard, basic, standard. Waste not, basic, standard, basic, standard. Your next waste not. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the 7th one is innovation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No waste. This one here becomes innovation. In quotes, no quotes. Okay. And it goes into a weight 2. And then we go into basic touch, standard touch. Basic. Standard. Innovation to basic touch to standard touch. Into veneration. Oh, there's another basic before that. Okay. After veneration, it goes into basic synthesis. Which is a weight 3. And we're too many lines. So first line, waste not. Second line, basic touch. Third line should be standard. Fourth line is basic. Fifth line is standard. Sixth line is waste not. Seventh is innovation. Then we go to basic, standard, basic. Then it should be standard. Huh. Let's see here. I got an alt. I leveled up to 50 using the Ixali, and then 60 with the Moogle, and so on. Nice. That's great. Because do I just need one character to max to get the crafting... to get the crafting mentor thing? Because mentor, you just need either crafting or the combat one, right? Or do you need both in order to give the bonuses to people? Okay, something is wrong with their thing. It is waste not, basic, standard, basic, standard, waste not, innovation, basic, standard, veneration, basic, Echo Craft finish. So that's right, that's 15. So where am I? Waste not is correct. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna do this the easy way and stop being stupid. Let's do FFXIV Gil Yenair.com/crafter -leveling -guide. And that should help us get into 21 to 41, 41 to 53. Macro. I don't know why I didn't think about that sooner. Click. It just doesn't have the Echo Craft finished at the end. Which is, honestly, that's fine. So we're gonna go here. I'm gonna give it that icon. Okay. Rich and Air, what's going on? Just saw you there. Is that your Dark Knight? I love it. Aw, thank you. Oh, you did craft it. Nice. The adventure sweater. That's cute. That gets me onto the earrings. Let's see on this, it's probably in my armory. Whoop. Dang it. Keep clicking the wrong thing. I love that. That's such a cute sweater. Good colors, too. Nice on the jacket and stuff, too. What is that one for you? On your Dragoon? Nice. Good coats on that. Looks great. Oh, yeah, for sure. I saw the level 1 on it. It's cute. I like it. The neck piece to it, like, really is awesome. We do the steel plate, I think, is our next armor. Oh, it's rivets that we need to do. Sky Builder's ore. Do I not have... What happened to my... Did I use all of the approved grade 4? I don't remember if I did or not. I thought I had, like, a bunch. But apparently not. What, was it armor that you did in order to do, like, in order to craft, like, some of the, like, glam stuff? Are you doing leather worker? Is it weaver? Is it armor? What's the usual stuff for that? Dark Savior, what's going on? How are you doing? Only a true sky builder can understand. Iron ore. This one is just approved grade ore. Got it. Yeah, okay. And I needed 5, so I need 275 of the ore and mithrite sand. Grade 4. This is 1, 2, and 3. Gets me there. And then we need 3 of the mithrite sand. Damn, those are expensive. All right, 1, 2, and 3. And then last but not least is cobalt ore. Well, I know now with my gatherers, I should be collecting some of that. And then I just need 110. Of course. Are they all 99s? Oop. and go from there. So let's see here, and some are armor. Do you guys have like a good website for glam that you check out to kind of like see what you'd want or to add? I thought I remember there being something, but I don't remember what it was. Whew. Eorzea collection. Yeah, awesome. Thank you. The synthesis fails. Okay. 221. What do I need for it? CP of 292. Steel doming hammer, the linen deerstalker, the linen smock, the boarskin smithy. Let's look at this again. Steel doming hammer, yep. Into the steel pliers. The linen deerstalker. Into the linen smock. Into the boarskin smithy gloves. Into linen slops. Into boarskin thigh boots. The wolf earrings. Mithril choker. Mithril wristlets of crafting. Mithril ring of crafting. And mithril ring of crafting. So, all that is correct. The question is... Oh, is it because my potion wore off? Craftsmanship. Control. All that's good. And my CP is good. Okay. Alright. That should be... Maybe that was it. I was just missing the potion. Let's check this out. Eorzea collection. Nice. Okay. Grim Omen search. Do you need... Okay, find my character. Let's, Is it part of their... is it part of the Final Fantasy website? I know that there's a Find My Character, but it's not doing it. Character name, Grim Omen. Server. Well, maybe if I try Seraph, because I'm on Seraph right now. Oh, and we'll send an email to that account. That's what it said. Well, it definitely did not do that, but that's okay. Alright. Let's see if we can just go to login and like create an account through there. We'll sign in using Google. And it's loading. Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely do through that, because like I do love the armor looks, but I also like some of the things. Yes, create new account, please. Is there anything you need help with? I got full leveled crafters if you need anything. Oh, I appreciate that. Let's see. Let's try hitting the login again. I haven't really tried anything yet, so I don't really know. All right, Control 2, get that one going. My characters, let's see if we can try to link. Character name. Graham Omen. And it's on Dynamis on Marilith. Search. Here it is. Log into Lodestone, choose your character, edits profile. Click here, enter the user code above the text box. Nice. Okay, so you go to profile. Enter the user code above. Okay. Into the text box. Into the text box. Aha! Is that the same? 4-3. Edit. There we go. Confirm. Click the verify button here in AOZ. Okay. Verify character. What? Was not found in the bio. Oh. I needed to click confirm. Verify. There we go. It's doing its thing. It's getting there. Hell yeah. So now I can just go through and find latest glamours, most loved, all that. That's great. We'll definitely be playing around more with that. But yeah, right now, I don't, like, you don't need to do that. It's okay. I feel like I do. There is some of it I do need to earn a little bit. Oh, there's that moth again. Did I get you? Maybe I got it. We'll see. If it comes flying out at me, we'll see. The good news is that most of this gear stuff, like, just stays across all of your crafters, right? Besides, like, the weapons. But, like, the rest of, like, the actual gear set is the same, right? All right. Cool. Let's stop with that one real quick. We'll go back to our regular thing, and we can queue up for dungeons while we're also doing that. That way we get a little bit of both. All right, we go to the foundation. Let's go to our black mage. Do alliance raids. We'll join, and to the firmament. All right. Yeah, I know, exactly, right? Up to 53 from that. Like, this boost, the preferred to 90 is going to be so helpful on that. That's why I was like, you know what? I should do it, kind of like you said, I should do at least one. Let's see here. What did I need to do? So, after 53... 53 to 63 gear sets, 63 to 70 gear sets, and then 70 to 71 to 78. '78 to 81 is class quests. 80 to 85 is crafts. And then there's all these gear options, and this is where it gets a little bit more. Okay, so 53 to... Now we'll be upgrading some of our armor for the level 53 gear set to increase our stats to reach the 3rd tier of experience rewards from Ishgard. Main hand tools can be from Everdo, the fieldcraft supplier in the pillars. Okay. Oh, that was part of the problem too, was that it was like, Jesus, roll list of 10, more than 30 minutes. Holy crap. Like, they just do not like raids in this group yet. Okay. I guess we're gonna stick with it for now, because we're already on this tangent, so let's see it through. We're gonna go Limsa, we'll go back. Over to Sereth. And it's down here, I think. Yeah. Okay. So in this one, we go to... This is just the gear set that changes, that's it. So it doesn't look like accessories change. So Holy Rainbow. Shoot. Wedge. Cap. Wow. Nothing found over on Sereth? Okay. How about the Coty? Holy Rainbow Coatee. No worries, thank you. Seriously, thank you for the help, much appreciated. After the coatee, we have the gloves. Bottoms. Shoes. And last but not least is the wedge cap. That's wild. Let's see the server statuses. All right, and we are on Dynamis. Standard is Kraken and Seraph, so let's try Kraken. Let's try it. Clara, what's going on? Nexus, welcome in. How you guys doing? And somebody over on the Twitch. Oh, hey, something I need to check too. Crack-a-lackin'. Let's see on OBS if it's showing. I added Twitch chat, but it doesn't seem to be showing. Let's see if I can fix that real quick, too. From OBS. How is the greenness? I am great. Use a color filter on the browser source. Okay, so hold on. To make Twitch chat background transparent in OBS Studio, you have a few methods. One approach is to use a color filter key, okay, on the browser source containing the chat. Stream Elements provides a chat widget. But I don't want the, like, I don't want just the chat widget, transparency backdrops. I'm trying to add it into the actual window so that way we can see people who are talking on Twitch so you guys can see it too. Color filter, I guess? Okay, hold on. Okay, it's a 2-minute thing. I'm watching it real quick. Yep. Okay. All widgets, right? Okay, so Twitch. Oh, sorry, not Twitch. Streamlabs. Yep. Log in. Log in with Twitch. Great. Now that that is done, I can go to all widgets. Chat box. Icons. Yep. Great. All that looks good. Chat notifications, trigger threshold. Can I test it? No. Trigger threshold, all that stuff's fine. Go to source. Right? And that's actually pretty good. I think... Okay. Twitch, YouTube, shows all that. That's great. Comment starting with that. No, hide chat. Common chat bots. Custom bad words. I don't need to worry about that. Hide messages after so long. Great. Into OBS. When we come here to Twitch chat, I'm actually going to delete that. We're going to create a new source. Chat. Oh, no, that's a scene. I don't want a new scene. I want a new source. Thank you. Browser source. Yep. Twitch chat. Add source. Throw it in. Click OK. See if you can type. One possible ban evader message was deleted by moderator. Yeah, I already did that. Go ahead and try and type something in. Let's see if it shows up over on Twitch. All right. In the meantime, while that's happening, use Restream for my chat. That's a good idea. I've been using OBS for everything, and it's been great. I've just been using, like, there's like the Stream Elements part of it that I used on for just adding for like TikTok side of it. So if Mom Berry is there when she chats in, it should show, and if it doesn't, well, I'll adjust. I'm going to make it nice and big over my camera so I can see it when it happens. Okay. Until then, while that's happening, I can go ahead and close those. And we needed the hood. Rainbow. What was it? The rainbow cap. It was the Holy Rainbow Wedge cap. Holy. Oh, I heard something. There it is. Nice. Okay, so for those of you guys that are on TikTok, you guys should be able to see it now. I'm going to put it in the chat. About there. Actually, how much bigger do I need to make that? About, I can send that about there. That way you guys will be able to see it now. Cool. So Twitch chat is there. I can set it where I just like leave it always up. I think I'll do that. That way people can read. No, I don't need to log in again. Dang it, Streamlabs. Okay. Back to chat box. Come in here. And then go to Twitch, moderator, subscriber, badges, all that stuff. Clean. Yep. And always show messages. Save settings. That should save for there. So we need the Holy Rainbow Wedge Cap. Still not existing. What does that put us at? 329, 278. Okay, what do we need? That honestly, that sound is so useful. Now I get to act like a hecklefish. They can see me, but I can't see them. This is true. Let's see. We're gonna go to. We need that wedge cap, but what do we exactly do we need from that? If I look at our CP for crafting. Control of 372, so I do definitely need it. I got enough CP. The craftsmanship is almost there, but the control is not quite it. So I do need to get that wedge cap. So we might be Bubkiss for the, let's see here, Holy Rainbow. What's here? Holy Rainbow wedge cap. Nothing on this server. And we'll just check a couple of them just to see. We're gonna go to visit world server. Oh, I'm back on Marilith. Whoops. No, I'm on Kraken right now. Let's try these ones and just see how it goes, you know? Metal, what's going on? How are you doing? All right. Holy Rainbow Wedge. Hey! Look at that. Boom. 354 to 278. We need 280. So I think we're missing something now. It's probably the weapons. They did say that I can find the... weapons at the Fieldcraft supplier in Ishgard. So we'll go ahead and return to our server. And we'll talk with the Fieldcraft supplier and get those. Ooh. To Ishgard. At the pillars. All right. I'm guessing the Jeweled Krazier. Fieldcraft supplier. And it's X 6.5 and Y 9.5. So yeah, we're here. Haha. $50 to $60, and we're looking at the Mithrite Raising Hammer. Raising Hammer, ball pin. I don't think we need any other pliers yet, right? So, armor on 57. Okay. 396, 357. That should put us exactly where we need to be. We are on 53 to continuing forward. So 372 on control. We're at 396. Great. Craftsmanship needs to be 280. We're at 357. We are there. So, with that being said, we got 1 minute left on the thing, which we can add in. What do we need to craft? Upgrading our armor. Okay, we can remove that one there. We can remove the tools. Restoration macro. Okay, so now we need the macro again. So let's do our Momberry. You're over here. Hello. Hey, Numerals, thank you. We're working on some crafting over here. How's WoW going for you? We're gonna also do... Oh, they're gone. Bye, Nooms. We're gonna go... what were we looking at? Gillionaire. Leveling guide for the crafters. We need the macro for 53. Which I now have here. Crafter. 53 through 63. Story Cobalt, what's going on? Alright, let's see over here. I heard you on Twitch. I opened TikTok on my tablet so I could see everyone else's chat. Yeah, that's a great way to do it. I will end up creating one for TikTok as well when I can find that that's not Tickfinity. Usually it's been Tickfinity, and I was able to do it that way, but I've tried to do it where it's not so much processing. Okay, so for these crafts, Ishgardian Restoration Macro, what are we... Yep, hands in, double over the experience of the tier. So now we need to go to restoration. I need to go back to Ishgard, to the firmament. Kermizzo, what's going on? Nice. We're working up on our crafter. We just got him up to 53. We're going to be 63 here in very shortly. We'll go to the Ishgardian Plaza. And to the firmament. Okay. So, with that being said, we have that. We can do... We need to come in here. See what we'll need to buy. Third restoration phase. Is that what they said? We'll now be upgrading some armor for the level 53 gear set, okay, to increase our stats and reach the third tier of EXP rewards. From Ishgardian Handons. This will give us... Okay, the main tool can be... Yep. Once your level 53 tools, armors equipped, and belt accessories from previous set, you can now use this improved macro to receive more EXP. Okay. We have the gear set and the tools. But it doesn't say what we're crafting. So I guess we just continue with rivets? And we're gonna go into our... We do need to go into our macro, actually, real quick. User macros. Here we go. Bring it in. Move these skills. I'm actually gonna... Yeah, we'll just put it at 1. Synthesize. 1. Nexus, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you over on Twitch. Much appreciated. All right. Okay, not enough CPs. That's fine. Okay, grade 4. Let's see how it turns in. Oh, the collectability. So we need more from that. Oh, part of that is probably because I also need to do the food again. Okay. Off we go. Let's try it again. Oops, all right. Rayla, thank you for the comment, too. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the follows. All right. Okay, so we got that. Let's go and see the quality of this one. 350, let's go. Okay, so we can craft a few more of these. I love that we're just like maxing out a crafter already. Like, or like we're getting there. Oh, this dang fly. Oh my gosh. Mirror. You gonna die, fly? Okay. Synthesize. We do it again. We do it again. You know, it's better when you have the macros, crafting isn't bad. Now that I have these macros set, I could go through and just do any of these craftings, just chilling. Because now I have the gear too, like that makes me happy. I just have to buy the materials. We synthesize. Because this should get us to 63. My cook is at 70. Like, all this stuff's gonna be helpful. I'm still not sure what, like, the carpenter's gonna really do for crafting for the games for people, but it's still, I still like the idea of it. I just wish we could quick synthesize after running the macro once, and then you could just knock them out. Like, I know that would be totally cheating, but I still like the idea of it. Nice. Loot's gonna stop in here in a bit. Loot's hanging out. Said she's gonna show some love. Yeah, if you guys haven't, go, like, all y'all, go check, please check each other's accounts, give each other follows, show each other love. Let's see how we did actually on the new TikTok post, too. So far, on this morning's post, the viewership was not there this morning. That's okay. 51. Guys, the one before that was at like 500 views on that. So like we're starting to get there. It's happening. So I'm going to continue posting, and if you guys would like to see certain posts, please let me know so I can like help engage on that too. Let's see what our other one is. I started another one. Let's see here. Yeah. Basically, I started another one that was more on like on the political sides of things that are happening in the U.S. And like the first post, and it was like almost 4,000 views on it. I was like, holy shit. So I like the idea of that, like just to see if we can get the engagement, and we might be able to get some people that way too. I'm not trying to do a lot of mingling on that. Like, I want to keep the gaming and fun stuff here. The other one's just like, it's other things that I'm passionate about and that, you know, it's important for me to talk about. But I still try to keep those pretty separate. All right. See how much more we need to do on this one. We did have our first Kick chat yesterday, which was awesome. It's really cool to see some of that. I'm loving the love over on Twitch and seeing that too. Like, we're gonna continue building this more and more and more. Just to really build a good community. We had some people join into the Discord, so if you haven't joined the Discord, let me know so I can send you the link. All right. I will post in the Discord today too. Definitely need to do some work on that. All right, let's turn some of this shit in, shall we? Rivets. Hand over. Uh-huh. 58. 59. Okay, we're level 60. Let's continue. We still have more of this stuff to craft. And we have the job quests that I know I'll need to end up doing. I just haven't done those yet. Crazy thing is, they're not saying I actually even need to do them. Like, I just need to do, like, the regular leveling stuff. Story Cobalt, welcome back in. How are you doing? Nice. Like, honestly, this guide, this Final Fantasy XIV Gillionaire guide works. Like, it actually works. The guild, it was a little expensive for just like buying the gear, but once you have the gear, it should be mostly the same because it's just, you know, control stuff. Like, it's not, like, class-specific, right? Yeah, all classes, so anything level 50s can use those, and we just continue doing that. Alright. So what about the 63 to 70? We have some crafts. Now that we've reached 63, you can equip level 63 gear. Unlocked materia melding, which we have. To unlock advanced materia melding, aka overmelding, you'll need to visit Mudamek's bubbly pots and complete his quest, melding materia muchly. You'll be required to meld any materia 8 times in his presence. You can meld and retrieve materia to accomplish this. For the NPCs around him as some are prerequisites. Is equipped and melded with the craftsman cunning materia. Okay. Universal is apt to check for prices of materials on the board. That's nice. And then it gives you the macro. Great. Then it's class quests to bridge the gap. Oh, so the job quest for it. Okay, so you don't do them, you do them then to bridge that gap. And then... Gotcha. The experience points granted by these quests will be enough to comfortably take you to level 81 and unlock vital crafting. Okay. Straightforward back to crafts from 80 to 85. And then continue 85 collectibles, recipes to get some gear sets there. And then Dawn Trail for the last. Cool. Current best in slot. With material melds with the gear, you'll be able to craft the most profitable items easily with macros and farm gil by selling them on the market board. That's a great way to do this. You can choose up to 3 specialist classes, which will grant you an equipable soulstone for a small boost in stats. Really? That's awesome. So now they have soul stones for that. That's amazing. Can we get them to 90? That's the question. Nice. All right, let's try this now and see where we're at there. Almost. That puts us to 2. I think I need one. I need one more of those. That'll get me to 63. And from 63, we need to get the gear set. Macro 1 and Macro 2, huh? So let's do our user macros. And this is 63 to 73. Crafting 63 to 73, part 1. Can I do the hashtag? Hashtag 1. And then macro 2. And we're gonna go here, and let's do 1 and 2. That one I don't need anymore, that one I don't need anymore. Cool. Part 1, part 2. What else do we need for it? So we need the gear set. So back we go to the foundation. Ruby cotton cap. Is that what I have now? Nice. Holy rainbow, holy blood hempen, blood hempen. That's all 61, so that's not quite it. Bummer. But that's okay. We're gonna go to Limsa. And we'll check the markets there. Ruby cotton cap. With craftsman cunning is what we need. And it was what? Ruby cotton cap. 110,000? Oh, I don't want to spend the money on that. Gear set is equipped and melded with Craftsman Cunning for that extra CP boost to grant with no foods or potions. Okay, so before we do that, let's transfer servers and see if we can find it cheaper. Go to Seraph. Because we're trying to get, like, if we can get one max, then the rest we can go through, like, the gear-wise will be done. Then we just need to buy the materials for it, and we can kind of space it out a little bit better, you know? This way. That's awesome. Ruby, cotton. What is it? Cap. That's better. Okay, Ruby cotton cap. Coty. 55,000. Gyuki. Leather. Gloves. Of crafting. Okay, they don't have the gloves, so we'll find the gloves. Ruby, cotton, bottoms. Blood hempen. Okay. Ouch. Gyuki leather shoes. Gyuki leather shoes. So, the gloves and the shoes are so far no-go. Okay? Larch earrings. Why are the earrings just absolutely non-existent? Larch necklace. Non-existent. Larch bracelets. And larch rings. Ring. Okay, so now we gotta try another server. See what we can find on those gloves and the earrings and all that stuff. Start from the top. Oh, man. Gyuki leather gloves of crafting. Okay. Gyuki leather shoes. Nothing on the shoes either. Okay, so Seraph was a no-go on that. Let's try the other server. Visit another world. We're gonna go over to... We tried Seraph. Let's go to Kraken. That was the other one. Bestie! What's going on? How are you doing? Aw, thank you. The dog's excited to see you. Hey, Dante. Ooh, I'm getting loud. Ooh, I like the bow. You want to come say hi? Come here. Come on. Come here. Up. Come on. Ah, there we go. Oh, he jumped. Hey, bud. He says hello. Oh, you're being sweet. Okay. There you go, bud. He's a good pup. How are you doing today? Did you get sunburnt from the lake? Those sunburns suck. Like, when you're out all day, you're like, I'm fine. And then all of a sudden, you're like, I am not fine. I am burnt like a lobster. Well, definitely tan. Nice. Lucky. Italian. Ooh, okay. I got the Native American in me, so it's... I burn really bad, and then after that one burn, I tan. Let's see, it's the Gyuki leather gloves. Leather gloves. We're working on some of our crafters right now to... trying to get some achievements and help out. God, I can't find them anywhere. The shoes... Yes? No? This server just does not like this item, I guess. But yeah, how you been? Apparently, you must have crashed hard. I had a very full day of... We were doing a lot of, like, Final Fantasy and doing posts and stuff like that, trying to build up engagement, and it's getting there. Visit another world server. Let's try Golem, I think. Yeah, let's try that one. Crafting in this game is Dune, I don't remember getting Dune. Or is that the dual, the one you told me to download? Because I definitely did that. All right, let's see. What was it? The Gyuki leather gloves. We're getting our leathers, people. Crafting. Yes! Finally! Ha! Fuck you. We got it. And shoes. Lucky? Fuck. Oh. Okay, let's try the other ones because we might get lucky on that too. So we needed the larch earrings. No go on the earrings? How about the necklace? Whamp. Bracelet. Whamp. We already got the rings, so that one's fine. It's on to the next server. Right, that's what you're talking about, the Dune, shoot. What was it called? Oh my god, this fly, I'm gonna... Let's see if I can pull up Steam. Steam. Library. Split Fiction was the one. I got a buddy that's playing Dune... What was it? Dune something. Demise of Greyfang. Where is it? What was he playing? Friends. View friends list. He's away. I can't view it right now, but yeah, I saw him pop up say something about Dune. Momberry says, I'm so pale I have to wear long sleeve surf shirts and wear a hat to be outside more than 15 minutes. I get that. Oh, that's like the very beginning. Yeah, I get that first burn, and then after that, yeah. Alright, so we're gonna come in. Let's go to visit another world server. Wait, did we already check this one? Okay, Holly Carnassus. Come to Kagane, Dory Markets for those accessories you need. Okay. So is it not just like world? It's literally like actual areas, so Limsa's area, Gridani's area, Kugane's area. Because I thought it was just like over the whole world for that. Oh, talk to the independent jeweler. Yes, okay. All right, so this one, again, we need the Gyuki leather shoes. I spelled that so poorly. Shoes. It's not the ones that I need, though. Okay. I need the high quality. This is another world server. All right. Modwin. All right. Gyuki. Leather shoes. Come on, baby needs a new pair of shoes. Damn it. Ooh. That axe is dope. I really like that. Okay. Which means the last one on there is Rafflesia. The armor here has shoes normal quality. See, I need the high quality one. That's the problem I'm dealing with. Here we go. Once I get the high quality, then I should be able to... Yuki leather shoes. Oof. Alright, well, let's try this by... Let's go to Kagane. And see how those... If the markets are the same or if they're different on that. The levies... Where were you? Down here, right? Market board, the Kagane Dori markets. All right. Market board. Gyuki leather shoes. Damn. So yeah, I think it is all world server stuff. So I can't find the other ones. But let's see here. Go talk to the independent jeweler in the Dori markets. Yeah, let's try that. Aethernet. Independent jeweler. Here he is. Thing is, I need those high qualities. That's the problem that's getting me right now, is the high quality. Bummer. Okay, so we're kind of stuck not being able to craft more currently, but that's okay. Did we reset on our level dungeons and stuff? We did. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do, given the time, it's 12:30, I started at 9, so we're 3.5 hours in. I think I'm gonna stop the stream now, let the market refill for a sec. We'll come back a little bit later, do this. I'm gonna do a few more postings for things that I need to do, get some stuff done around the house, and then I'll be back on. So, not too long. Give it like a couple of hours and I'll be back online. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, but thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see all of y'all soon.